Hello, I'm here on the Pantiles today outside Maddisons estate agents and letting agents. I'm going to be meeting them and having a chat. They are a brand new partner for My Tunbridge Wells, so I'm very excited to share a bit about their journey and what makes them different as an estate agent. Maddisons was set up 10 years ago by Deborah Richards, and it has become an award-winning agency. Recently, Deborah won a gold and a silver in the Kent Women and in Business Awards. Maddisons also made it into the Best Estate Agents Guide, being rated exceptional in sales and excellent in lettings. I first met Deborah a few years ago when we were looking to purchase a home in Tunbridge Wells, and I avidly watched her vlogs during lockdown where she sort of shares her thoughts and stats and really useful information. Maddisons are also the top single agent branch for new instructions and market share, so they're doing really well, and I'm really proud to have them as a partner for My Tunbridge Wells. So I'm going to go on in now and meet Deborah, and I hope you enjoy hearing what she's got to say. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Thanks for having me.
Welcome.
So I'm now sitting down here with Deborah, and I've got some questions. Hopefully we'll get to know you a bit better and know more about Maddisons too.
Lovely, looking forward to it.
Good. I'd love to know a little bit about you.
Okay, fine. Well, I've just turned 50. It's terrifying. I am a mother of 3, very happily married to James, who works in the business. I have got 3 children. I've got a 20-year-old, a 14-year-old, then I've got a 5-year-old. So yes, do the maths. I had her when I was 44 years old, so my late surprise. I have a dog, Bria, who is down on the floor at the moment, will probably wander around later on. Have lived in Tunbridge Wells for 20 years. I'm currently building a house, which is literally nearly killing me. So yeah, people want to see that on my Instagram. Oh my gosh. Founder, set up Maddisons, passionate about my town. Maddisons, well, I thought about it in 2012 and I officially launched it in 2013. So I hit 40 in 2012 and I'd had a career in banking and just got to my 40s and thought, how did that happen? I wish I was doing something I loved and was passionate about, which was property and people. So I thought, why don't I set up an estate agents? I look back and think I must have been insane, but it seemed really easy when I was younger and naive. So yeah, back in 2013, May 2013, we officially launched. And I felt I could make a difference. And whenever I was seeing my clients in Coots, if I was talking to them about their hedge funds or their pensions, I'd literally almost feel myself falling asleep. But the minute they spoke about moving house, I would just be totally engaged, totally switched on, fact-finding, helping them think about how they could manage it. And I just thought, surely that's what I should be doing. So I just thought, yeah, I'll set up. And the reason I didn't join another estate agent was because I just wanted to do so many things differently. So I just thought, I've got to do it myself. I love, I suppose, seeing someone who, so definitely someone who is wanting to sell, and I love finding out about what their drivers are, why are they thinking of moving, what's the move got to achieve them, and what's the most important thing to them about that move. It might be about money, it might be about, it's a need-driven thing, there's a divorce or a death. Or job relocation, or it might be about speed, they've just seen something they love, so they want to move very quickly. And I love getting to know them and understand that. And I often say to my clients, when you sell your house, it's like a really short, intense friendship with your agent. That's how it should feel, because you know everything about them that's going on. You know if a viewing's not appropriate on that day because their daughter's got a piano lesson. You know if they've redecorated their bedroom and put a new cushion on their bed. You just know everything about them. And I really find that bit interesting, to get under their skin and feel like a trusted advisor to them during that process, and then to achieve what their most important objective is for them, and to put together a plan that means they do get the most money, or they do get the best buyer, or they do secure that property, or the sale does happen as painlessly as possible in a very difficult situation, or whatever it might be. That's what I find really interesting, and understanding human nature to get them there. The trickiest part, which is also a part I really love actually, is if someone hasn't managed to sell their house with a previous agent. I love that, absolutely love that. That's my kind of dream, but it's tricky because 78% of people, this is according to a Rightmove survey, I find this fascinating, 78% of people think their house is the best on the road. And that is statistically impossible. There is one best house on every road. But the reality is when you're selling, you think your house is amazing. And you cannot understand why no one else thinks it's amazing. Now, we're obviously in a boom seller's market at the moment, so there aren't many that don't sell. If they're not selling, it's probably price. But in a traditional market, there will always be those that will stick a bit. And I love going around and just, I suppose it's a knack I've got, having done so many properties up. Why hasn't this sold? Who's the target buyer? What's gone wrong on the marketing, the viewings, how the property is presenting? And if it's how the property is presenting, I have a very tricky conversation to tell them why their house isn't looking its best. But I love that because at the end of the day, they want to move and you're helping them and you're having a difficult conversation that they should have quite frankly had a long time before with their existing agent. Yes, absolutely. I mean, people often say, Maddison sells the best properties in town. I think we present our properties the best in town. So I've got a really amazing stylist, Lisa, who works for me. She will go around and give presentation advice, make sure everything's right for the photos, the viewings. And then if it's a step further, I've got a really good link with Caroline Pickering of Style My Home, and she will go in and fully dress a property, stage it for sale, and oversee redecorating and things like that. So yeah, I am passionate in presenting your property to the best it can very be, because there's 10 of us now, I think. So there's myself. My role is I'm the managing partner of the business, and I head up sales. And then you can see probably some of them beavering away behind me. So behind me here, just here, is Emma. That's Emma Bennett, she's my deputy, my sales director. She does a bit of everything, really. She's so good at everything that she does everything. And then there is, beyond her, there's Louise Brewer. So Louise does all my new properties, takes on all my ones that are about to go to market, oversees all the next steps, like the photographs, floor plans, etc. Then I've got Millie, sat just over behind her computer there. Millie is my longest serving member of staff now, been with me 6-7 years. My sales progression manager, amazing. So when we get an offer, Millie regularly communicates with everyone on the chain, speaks to me if she feels it's a bigger issue and I've got to get involved. Years of experience now of unravelling an issue, so she's phenomenal, sends out weekly updates, brilliant. Then right over in the corner, you probably can't see, is my lovely Candice. Candice is my first responder. So she has responsibility primarily for picking up the phone and arranging all the viewing diary. If people need a mortgage valuation, a survey, a second visit, she coordinates all the feedback gathering. And she also prepares all my valuation packs for me. She's amazing, her telephone voice is amazing. Then we've got Vicky sat over the side of this lovely man in the white shirt, who is my husband. So Vicky is one of my sales team. Vicky does viewings primarily, but she also does valuation. She is amazing at valuing flats. That's her speciality. She nails a price of a flat brilliantly, knows what they're all about. And then, and normally in Vicky's spot we have Simon. Simon's my head of lettings. He's gone out on a lettings appraisal. And then we have James, my husband, handsome man in the white shirt. And James joined me 5 years ago. So he used to work in private banking as well. And obviously 10 years ago I set up Maddisons. And 5 years ago he kind of thought, yeah, this is going quite well. So that's who's in here at the moment. I've also got working remotely Jane Lewis. Jane supports Millie and me, does a bit of everything. She does a lot of sales progression as well. But she's the one who, when we get an offer, she vets it all, checks it's all robust, the position of the chain and everything. So there's a really vital role in that. So she works from home remotely. During the pandemic, that was something that all my team did. And Jane, after the pandemic, said, I just feel I'm more productive. And so she works from home. That's what works for her, and that's brilliant. We support anything like that. And I've also got Sinead, who's not in today. Sinead also is one of my sales team, does viewings, and lovely Lisa, who also does viewings and my staging advice. So yeah, we're a big, happy, dysfunctional or functional family. But I've got real staff loyalty, actually. There's a surveyor, a valuer, who I surveyed his house recently, and I went, oh, what made you pick Maddisons? Because he goes into loads of estate agents, does loads of mortgage valuations, and he went, you have the most stable staff, so I figure you must be doing something right. Which was lovely. Yeah.
That's really nice.
I suppose I always wanted it. It's kind of got to where I always wanted it to be, which is we are one of the most dominant agents in the town now. In terms of sales agreed, for 3-bedroom plus properties, we sell more properties than any other agent. Equally, if you cut that for sort of million and a plus, we're a very, very dominant agent. So we've got to a position where I love for sales. I would love it if we became as well known for lettings. So James, originally when he joined me was to head up lettings, but we kept dragging him into sales because he's very good at sales, and sales is the big machine of Maddisons. So we've taken on Simon to relieve the burden on James to hopefully focus on lettings, and that is absolutely where I'm passionate about going. I'd also like to dip more into the Crowborough market. I think that's a great little area, some beautiful properties there, very easy for us to get to, and we've sold quite a few properties there and people have been delighted with the service, so that's another area I'd like to go to. And I suppose I just sort of, like to continue as we are, really big dominant agent that's known for just giving great service, great advice, and getting the job done, really. But those other bits becoming as strong as the sales side.
How should they get in contact with you?
Just either come in and see us. Our lovely offices here on the Pantiles. We're very proud of them, so come and see us. Give us a call. To go to our website, our number 01892 514 100, or just drop us, there's a get in contact form on the website, so you can just fill that out. Lovely Candice will get back to you very quickly. So however works for you. The one thing I would say, don't try and reach out to me on WhatsApp or like anything weird, like a Facebook. What is that about? I mean, my goodness, do we not have enough communication forums? I'm really rubbish at all that side of things because I'm just too busy. And WhatsApp for me is where I hear whether my youngest needs a swimming bag for school tomorrow. So it's the last thing I look at the end of the day. So just traditional, email, phone, pop in, that works for us brilliantly.
Great. Okay, it's been so nice to chat
Yeah,
with
no,
you.
you too. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and find out more about us. I'm really thrilled.